Hi, this is Lakshmi Chaudhary, founder and editor of Splainer.in. Today we're trying something new, a weekly rap show called What Happened Here. Each week, we will offer a smart and sharp take on the biggest headlines with lots of humor and zero rants. So let's get on with it. We had an insane roller coaster week. Nothing much happened until Thursday, and then all hell broke loose. Let's start with Arvind Kejriwal, who kicked off the chaos. For months, Mr. K has been predicting his arrest, even as he skipped every summon from the Enforcement Directorate. It was almost like he was egging the government to do its worst. And on Thursday night, it finally did. Less than a month before the Lok Sabha elections. Wow. Okay, so what's the deal here? Kejriwal is accused of being a kingpin of a massive corruption case that involves everyone's favorite substance, booze. His party is accused of taking bribes in exchange for a lenient alcohol tax policy. This mainly involves shutting down government liquor stores to issue retail licenses to private operators. They will be free to set up large, sprawling stores, offer massive discounts to promote their wares. They could even offer home delivery. Hi, a Dilliwala's dream come true. This is also the dream, allegedly, of a shady cabal of businessmen, fixers, and politicians. The ED calls these folks the South Bloc, like we're all in some cakey Menon series. Since 2022, the agency has been on an arresting spree, rounding up every ARP leader it can find, including Deputy CM Manish Sisodia. They finally landed the biggest fish, the Chief Minister himself. So here's where we are. Kejriwal has been sent to custody until March 28th, and that's where he will stay, since next week is Holi and all the Judge Sahibs are on chutti. As for the political fallout, the ruling party is putting the brazen back in BJP. Its leaders are giving reporters cheery quotes, and some of them are truly shameless. One of them pointed out that Delhi will only vote in the sixth phase on May 25th. That's more than 2 months from now. By then, AAP will be flailing without their star campaigner, and the voters would have gotten over their shock and outrage. And then the BJP can scamper back into power, or so the party haunches hope. Now let's connect the dots between the BJP's Dharam Yudh on the opposition and the electoral bonds. This is very much a related story, and you will see why. The State Bank of India has finally released the unique numbers that connect the buyer of an electoral bond with the party that received it. We now know that the single highest donation was rupees 584 crore given by Hyderabad-based Megha Engineering to the BJP. Reminder, Megha is the second largest buyer of electoral bonds. To be fair, one of Megha's subsidiaries also gave rupees 110 crores to the Congress. And that's what Amit Shah said. Hey, so we received the lion's share, but the rest went to all of you. So stop whining already. But, too bad Congress can't touch any of this money because the income tax wallahs have frozen the party's accounts. Why? It delayed filing its taxes in 2019. And they have slapped a rupees 209 crore fine just to be safe. The entire Congress leadership, including the Gandhis, held a press conference to complain. But no one cared because the ED was busy bundling Kejriwal into a police van. That's how it is these days. Want the Janta's attention? Throw a party dude, preferably in Jamnagar. Watch and learn from the Ambani Academy. That's also why no one is paying attention to Orindo Pharma, owned by P.V. Ram Prasad Reddy. He's the daddy of a card-carrying member of the South Bloc, Sharad Chandra Reddy. Aap chronology samajhiye, as Amit ji would say. First, Reddy Jr. is arrested by the ED on November 11, 2022. 4 days later, Orindo Pharma gives electoral bonds worth rupees 5 crore to the BJP. Meh, that's a small change, right? Now here's where it gets interesting. In May 2023, Reddy's bail plea comes up for a hearing, and the Enforcement Directorate does not oppose it, which is astonishing. Soon after his release, on June 2nd, Reddy becomes an approver and helps make the case against Kejriwal and co. Then on November 8th, Orindo Pharma donates another rupees 25 crore to the BJP. End of story. And we presume Reddy Baba's struggles are over. Moving on to a far more tragic story, this one in Moscow. On Friday night, a group of gunmen broke into a large concert hall, killing at least 60 people and injuring more than 145. Some of them are children. Many were killed by the fire triggered by explosives thrown by the attackers. Others were shot point blank. The terrorists appear to have escaped the scene and are still on the run. What's truly shocking about this story is the culprit, the Islamic State. That's right, ISIS, the guys we'd all forgotten about while we were focused on Ukraine and Gaza. The group was quick to claim credit, but no one knows why they picked on Russia and at this time. One reason may be that Russia gave military support to Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in his bloody war against the Islamic State. Then again, this is the Afghanistan wing of the group. Some experts say they want to show the world that the group still has the power to stage spectacular attacks. It recently carried out twin bombings in Iran that killed nearly 100 people. Meanwhile, Washington is doing what it does best these days: heckle its rivals. It's busy saying, "I told you so," because US officials had warned Moscow of a possible attack. But Russian officials call US warnings outright blackmail and an intention to intimidate and destabilize our society. Biden 1, Putin 0. Last but not least, we end with the sad news that Kate Middleton has cancer. It was detected after her abdominal surgery. She didn't want to go public with the news until she'd figured out how to deal with it herself and tell her children, the youngest of whom is only 5 years old. But thanks to all the insane conspiracy theories, she was forced to come out and make a video statement. Are we ashamed of ourselves? Judging by the comments on social media, nope, not one bit. The same people who claimed she was dead or divorced are now blaming the palace for their insanity. It's their fault for lying to us. Well, we're all besharams now. On that happy note, we call it a wrap for this week. Be sure to grab a free subscription to Splainer using the link in the description and download our app.